So watch this absolutely insane video here of Pierre Polyev. He's being asked about puberty blockers for children and what he thinks about it, and he flips the script at the end to help us see this nonsense about trans kids, puberty blockers, all this stuff is simply inflation cope. Watch.
Do you support age restrictions for puberty blockers and hormone therapies for trans kids?
I think that Justin Trudeau is trying to divide and distract Canadians by spreading disinformation about the decisions that premiers and parents are making.
What do you think? What do you think? I want to know your position.
What is your own party policy? It's your own party policy. At party
I think we
convention.
should protect the rights of parents to make their own decisions.
What does it mean?
With regards to their children. And I believe that adults should have the freedom to make any decision they want about their bodies.
But minors advanced
I think-
surgeries and medical interventions for minors, as your own party members suggested.
Medical
sir.
interventions like what?
That is the language that your party
What medical
used.
interventions?
Well, you would have to ask your party members.
What medical
such
interventions?
Such as
So this itself is one of the most fiat stupid interactions I've seen in a long time. When you're in a country like Canada where inflation is out of control, where housing is out of control, where there's more homelessness than ever before, where more people are using food banks than ever before, where when people are going bankrupt because they can't feed their families, because they can't heat their homes, everything is more expensive. Life is getting harder in this country. And what does the media want to do? More puberty blockers. Are you going to help kids stop puberty? This is insane fiat clownery. And Pierre Polyev, you can see here, he's kind of having difficulty. He's doing an okay job. He's deflecting. He's not really answering clearly. Like some people would say, I want him to just say, yes, I'm against this. And he's sort of tiptoeing around it. But you know what? They just go back and forth here with some stupidity and blah, blah, blah. I want to get to the end here where he actually flips the script and helps us to see this is inflation cope.
He will, in the end, back down on this, just like he had to back down on his firearms policy, just like he had to back down.
He's talking about Trudeau backing down on his trans puberty nonsense.
On bringing in medical assistance in dying for people suffering from mental illness. Just like he's backing down again and again and again, he will back down on this because he is not interested in protecting kids.
So here it is. This is where he points out inflation cope. Watch.
He's interested in using this as a divisive wedge to distract from doubling housing costs and quadrupling carbon taxes on our people.
But you're against puberty blockers for kids under the age of 18. Hey, what about opting
Yes, I
in?
am.
What about parents in Alberta having to opt in for sex ed? Where do you stand
every
on that?
lesson,
No,
sir.
that's a decision for the province.
No, but
So he does in the end answer the question. Yeah, I'm against it for people under 18. And by the way, once you hit 18, puberty blockers, you already hit puberty. So it's an irrelevant thing. So there it is. And I like this. He points out very clearly, this is just a distraction, a division tactic to outrage Canadians, I guess. I'm not sure who in this country is outraged that people don't want kids on puberty blockers. Like the vast majority of us think this is insane. But Trudeau is kind of dumb, so he thinks this is a way to distract Canadians from inflation, from the disastrous fiat meltdown happening in this country right now. And that's exactly what it is. It's all inflation cope. That's what it is. People, please realize, Trudeau, no politician cares about trans kids. This is nonsense. This is a total contortion of reality where they're just trying to get you to ignore the fact that you can't afford food, you can't afford housing, you can't afford heating, you can't afford clothes, you can't afford anything. So instead, be outraged that conservatives don't want to give kids puberty blockers. Like, you know what? You won't be able to live. You won't be able to support your children, but at least you can give them puberty blockers. At least trans kids, which what even is that, will be able to stop puberty from happening. Absolute insanity, inflation, cope. Opt out today. This is what the Bible calls the beast. And if you, the government, that is, the beast. And the best way to starve the beast is defund the beast. Opt out Bitcoin. That's it. This is nonsense. Opt out. Serve Christ, save in Bitcoin. Peace.